two, and we're back.
What up, G?
That is
Sorry.
golden.
hmm
AG. Listen. Um, hey
For
y'all,
those
hey.
who know,
For those who don't know, there is a young lady. This is horrible. I hate when I don't hate is a strong word. I don't like when we like mention something but then can't remember the person's name right off the bat. However,
sorry.
um,
For those who don't know, shoot. No
right, for
offense.
those who don't know, there is a young lady. I cannot remember her exact Instagram name, but she is an
Me either.
a anchor, a news anchor from Chicago. And
Hey.
if you even like type that in, you'll find her. But I seen her videos on Instagram from Chicago, but she works in Denver and as a news anchor. And she has like this whole thing where she's telling Chicago news, but she's using all Chicago lingo. And like when she first comes on, it'll be like, it's her at the news station. She's like, AG. And she, today, the
Yeah, it's
guys, da
great.
da da da, like it's so amazing. And then she just did a
You gotta see
collab.
it.
Yeah, yeah, it's so fire. You gotta see it. And she just did a collab with our homeboy Dometti. We know him as Domo T, but we go back.
Domati Pongo.
Yes, he's
What station is he with, or what network is he with? MTV?
I don't want to say exactly because
VH1?
that man he got his hands in some of everything.
He do.
But
He be
yeah,
moving
he
the
does.
ruler.
Oh man, he's such an amazing journalist. So
Oh
amazing
yeah.
from the ground on up to celebrity to hip hop to news to even like helping out, I
Cold
believe.
cases.
Yeah, cold cases. He took that on. So shout out to
That's right
him
up
if
my
he
street.
ever
I was like,
sees this.
hey.
Yes, yes. If he ever sees this, man, shout out to the homie. But they did a whole collaboration like skit, and it was freaking hilarious. So
It
that is what
was.
we're referring to when we say AG, because
Hey G.
you come across any Chicago folks, I'm gonna tell you, G is our thing. It's our thing, man. G.
I was at I was at church. And I think one of my kids was doing something, and I was like, "I G, relax." And somebody looked at me and was like, you just called your kid G?"
And did.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I didn't
because
realize it until she said something. But I was like, "Yeah, look, G, you need chill out. You doing a lot. You doing a whole lot."
you are. Yeah, it's our thing. G, man, Joe. It's a whole thing. We got a
Mhm.
whole lingo. And that's just South Side. We ain't even talking about out west. Because we say out west.
Yeah,
If you're not from Chicago, you're gonna say West Side. But locals say out west.
yeah.
That part. But anywho, you all.
Sorry,
Shout
girl.
out to them. People doing great things, making us laugh and be informed on the social medias. And
I'm
in case you
This
haven't
water
noticed,
smacked me in the face, boy. Sorry.
wow. Told you
Sorry.
what I got you together.
Shut up.
Cleanse it, Lord. Cleanse her.
Oh,
Wash
you
them
didn't do
out.
it.
I know that's what I was getting to.
Oh, sorry.
And ready? Ready? The water gone? You ready? And we back like we never left. We back like we never left. Wait, what's the old Chicago juke music? You better, you
Hey,
better,
hey,
you better.
man.
We are
I
proud
said, oh,
Chicagoans. Sorry, love y'all.
yes. Take the girl out of Chicago, but never Chicago out the girl.
And what Drake say? Hardly home, but always repping. Something like that.
Harley, oh, we still talk about that guy? Hmm.
I mean, it is what it is.
He did
Hey,
have some bangers back in the day.
he
For
did.
all millennials, Drake used to what was that? I don't remember the album where he was reaching up to. I don't know. Never mind.
Was it Take Care? I can't remember. No, I
Maybe
think it
it's
was.
Take Care. I think yeah, Take Care sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
That yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
we just be quoting some folks. You got good songs, it's cool. I mean, as far
Yeah.
as that's a whole nother conversation, but yeah, shout out to Kendrick. He did amazing at the Super Bowl. All the symbolism,
Hey.
especially for Black History Month. It
baby,
was
that is
horrible.
gonna be that 1-2 step he was doing. That's gonna be in
There, wait,
somebody's women's day at church. The grandma's gonna be killing it.
somebody said that, girl. Why somebody did? They took like the portion of him doing a two step with the wonderful dances that he had behind him, and they put
Uh-huh.
all the church music behind it. Like every
Yes,
choir, you gonna be stepping hard. Like, what's up? What's up? Hey, we come for Jesus. We come for
low
who? Hey,
key, they
Jesus.
was doing that back in the day. The
They were.
one,
That's what
two,
they
one,
said. He got
two.
it from them.
They was making jokes because like they was like, y'all know Kendra don't really dance. He got 3 dances that he do.
Yes, that's what T Pain said. He said, "Hey, he up. They go to shoulder rock. They go to second one.
Yep, that's a the nigga only got 3 dances.
You got three dances. That's all you gonna get." But yeah, it was super amazing. And we could talk about it for days, but we're not on this
Oh
episode here.
no.
But I will say real quick. I remember uh I am Will Johnson. I remember his name off Instagram when people were trying to get those like Beyonce Carter tickets back like before her cowboy album. And he
Hmm.
was like, "Hey, I need y'all to wrap these think pieces up. These think pieces that y'all trying to get these tickets. Think wrap it up by 2 o'clock." So shout out to him because I'm getting it from him when I was like seeing all the videos of people trying to break down what the symbolism meant. And I said, hey, wrap the think pieces up. Wrap it up.
But
Super
it's like
Bowl is
every time
coming
you
on.
watch it, it's like it's something new. I'm just like,
This is
dang.
true. This is true, but it's also open to interpretation. I
Oh
said,
yeah, for
just
sure.
wait till the man decides that because he may not. He may just let people, take from it what
He
they
never
would.
does.
Yeah, he never does. But I'm just
Mm-mm.
like, y'all, because it'd be like, you see the reason why he used the left hand. Shut up, shut up, stop it.
Boy, I seen this little I don't know if he was Hispanic or not, but he came in. It was like, "Yo, do you know he they performed in the X, and then they had the guy on top of the
Oh
light post, and you
yeah,
know how he like to do floating Jesus." I was like,
floating.
"What? I
It
don't
was
know."
it was actually because he was born in the same car that he was.
No, it was another part. I'll show you later. I'll show you. But I was like,
Okay,
"Oh,
cool.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay."
see,
Anyway,
I do love that. Yeah, that's true. People talk about it for days, and
yes,
we're hoping that people talk about what we're talking about for days as well because we have. See, I did that. We have topics and things that relate to us, and so we want to make sure it's relatable to you, of course. But it's more
yeah,
so, like we always say, about being authentic with the Lord. Um, and in doing so, sometimes that walk with the Lord, walking through life is difficult. So we talked about in our previous episode, Alesia was so gracious to let us know how she walked through, or I'm sorry, not walked through, crawled through depression, and how
yeah.
sometimes you still have to maneuver yourself through that because sometimes it's an ongoing thing. So,
Now, kind of going back to that episode, because if you didn't hear that first episode, go check out part one and then come back to this episode.
oh wait,
But
wait.
what?
All right, did you go check it out? Good. Now we're
Oh,
back.
what happened? Yes. So hope you enjoyed that. Um, but something you said, and I wrote it down. You said something
Note take.
about like right towards the end. You said about being open with God, like just bringing everything at His feet and just saying like, "Hey, this is me. This is me." I I wrote down, "Be open with God. Don't hold back." And I thought about Adam
Come
in the
on, let's
garden.
go.
So I thought about Adam in the garden. So God said him and Eve ate the apple, right? And
Mhm.
God was like walking down the street, whatever, chilling, like, "Yo, Adam, where you at, man?" And Adam was hiding. He said, "Adam, where are you?" But mind you, this is God. So he already knows where you
Yeah.
at. He already knows
Ooh.
what you've done. And it's like he's giving you the opportunity to come to me. I need you to come here. Like I need you to come on, put it out there. Just say it. Just I know what you did. I'm who I am. I'm Alpha and Omega. I know.
Mm.
So what you're saying to me is not a surprise, but I need you to be open with me, and I need you to be like to come out from the shadows and tell me. And so that just made me think about it. I was just like, hmm, okay, okay.
You're serving.
Wait,
You're
what was it during your party? Mhm.
if he see this, he gonna know exactly what we're talking about.
But yeah,
Shout
that's
out.
what that made me think about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's ma'am. Okay, well then I guess you're just gonna whip straight into it then.
Like that hard left.
Make that. That was gonna be a soft landing. No.
No.
Um. So that is good. Baby, cause see, that's why I love these conversations. We never know what we're gonna say or discover. I did not know you were taking notes. That is awesome.
Oh yeah, I
And
got it because I never remember what I'm thinking when you say something. But oh, okay, your
oh
turn.
man,
I don't remember.
I don't remember what you said. That was dope though. That's true. It's oh, because we like you said, we hear that story a lot, but to and that's what it's about. I think like people forget that it's not just about reading the Bible. It's about learning how to apply it. What's the point of reading it if you're not
Mhm.
gonna know how to apply it
For
to
sure.
you? Right? Because
Yep.
the reason why the Bible's so powerful is because it is that kind of similar to what we were talking about with the performance. Every time somebody look at it, that they can always get something new out of it.
For
The
sure. It's
Bible,
living and breathe. Well, not the performance. The
right?
Bible is
Exactly.
living and breathing. It's
Yeah.
always it's the same, but it's always different. If that makes sense. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes, because it's different. Like people be like, "Oh, I read the Bible back and forth. Read it again. Read it
Oh
again.
yeah.
Read it again." Because reading it, okay, it's like cool. You read it, but do you know how to apply it?
Mm-hmm.
Because and do you know, okay, this verse should go to this part of my life. This book is what
Mm-hmm.
I should be studying. This is the season that the Lord has me in. So because we love seasons as Christians, we love that word. So
Nice season.
main season.
Okay.
It's
Well,
like, or it's just life.
or
Like I'm
or
in
just life.
isolation theory. I'm in isolation season, which is true. The Bible does talk about seasons. It does. Like this is true. But sometimes you're in isolation season, and sometimes it's just like, or it's just life. Like you're not necessarily isolated. It's just you got to be focused on what you got to be focused on.
Mm-hmm.
So right now,
Mm-hmm.
you can't be concerned about being a part of this, that, and the third. You can only be isolated in this position here. Um, but yeah, that's so real. It's like it always teaches you something different. So that's why it's so powerful because you can get something out of it. And going back to the Eve and Adam, we always hear about it, but like you said, to actually read it in its entirety and
Mm-hmm.
then understand that's true. It's the
Yeah.
application of, well, God already knew what it was, and He knew exactly where He was. So why would
Mm-hmm.
He ask him? And you have like I've heard sermons talk about that as well, because He wants you to be honest.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing of honesty, which I love that you brought that up. Now,
Yeah.
how do you think I'm gonna be able how do you think the Lord is gonna be able to even remotely show you? It's like, well, Lord, I can't hear you. You're not being honest. Lord, I can't see you. You're not being honest. Be honest. Or it's like you feel like, well, I don't feel like I'm close to the Lord. But then you go in prayer and say, okay, Lord, I feel you near me. No, you don't.
Like it's you're saying and that I think I won't I won't I won't make that connection yet, but I think that it's like, oh, people say, oh well, oh, that actually ties into that too. I think it ties into it. I'm sorry, I'm having several thoughts in my head at the same time, so I apologize.
Perfectly
So I
fine.
think that that ties into like you yelling, oh Lord God, da, 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 da. Your loud praise doesn't always um equal effective praise. Um it doesn't
At that
always
point.
it doesn't equal effective praise. Like if you are just you ever heard of loud and wrong? So you can be the loudest nigga in the church. I, you could be the loudest mug in the church, and you be the one raising the most hell. And it's like, bro, look, I don't care. I'm gonna be somebody gonna get mad. So you be alright. If you mad, then it's your fault. This is
Always ready
you.
to step on some toes.
Girl, I don't care. I tap dance, stomp down, give me some Tims. Look, don't play with me. Uh, I think that it's a um I don't think people understand, and I'm at my big grown age where I'm
Mhm.
understanding like the relationship with God is it's a private thing. It's a okay, I'm gonna go here, and that's what I was gonna say. It ties into that verse you were talking about, like going into private and having your conversations with God, and I'm pretty sure he says something about having that private space by yourself, like so me
Mhm.
and you can chop it up one on one. Um, church isn't always the place where you need to have those conversations. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have those conversations in church with God because it's like it's so much going on. It's like, yeah, that's a place for release. It's for a place for fellowship. It's a place for rejoicing. But those conversations, like that, okay, like the first example that comes to my head is like, okay, you go to your counselor. You're in college.
Mhm.
Go to your counselor. All right, bro. So what we gonna how we gonna nail this your academic plan down? He not coming to you at your pep rally, at what's it called convocation, at homecoming. He not coming to you with all these people. He's coming to
That's
you, or
good.
that your counselor you and your counselor are meeting together in private. It's okay, so we're gonna sit back and we're gonna talk about this. And it's like
Mm.
it's I'm honest that for me that's what how I make it click in my head. It's like you have to put it into like real terms. And so I think that that is something that is misunderstood. And if you kind of tying it back to where what we are talking about today,
Mhm.
just the crawling out of depression, I think that having that relationship in private helps you understand your depression, your anxiety, helps you understand how to crawl out of it, helps you understand how to sit in it and just yell out for help, not necessarily saying Lord help. I mean, maybe I don't know,
Yeah,
but
maybe sometimes.
yeah, sometimes, but understand if your heart isn't already crying out, your words verbally is not going it's not gonna hit nothing. It's gonna hit the ceiling and come back down. That's about it.
It's so
So
funny.
I'm
I
sorry,
just
I'm rambling. Go
seen.
ahead.
No, you're not rambling, baby. No, no, no. You're serving. You're serving us a helping hand. I'm telling you. Trying to tell you,
You so
baby.
stupid.
Hey. No, I seen something earlier today too, on the gram. A young lady said something very similar. But I'm not gonna break down her message just because it was really good, but I don't want to like take from what she was saying. But
Yeah.
it's in the same vein of what you just said, which is yeah, allowing your heart. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. She did mention this Bible verse though. Depart from me, for I never knew you. Like that's what he means. Is that's
Heart.
what he means when he says that in the word is I don't want you to do all the things. I want to know your heart.
You would be shooting in the gym? I'm sorry. That's what came to my head. I'm so sorry.
That
I'm
part.
sorry.
You weren't willing to walk in. Ooh, you weren't willing to walk in the wilderness with me. Like,
You didn't get out the mud with me, bro. Like, beat
hey, you
it.
did it. Because you
Oh,
were scared.
oh.
Hey, there we go.
For those who don't know, this is my youngest kid.
Hi,
Go
baby.
ahead.
That
Go
he
ahead.
came. He came at the greatest
Girl, you
time,
got your
didn't
bonnet on. Close the door, lock it for me, please.
he?
Thank you.
I love it. See, sometimes you get surprises. Surprise! The kids popped in. Like,
She
what
was
y'all
just
talking
asking me. Didi was just asking me, "Oh, where the kids? It's so quiet." I said, "Shut up!
about? I
Don't
did.
jinx it."
I did. Yeah. I brought them up.
Here we go.
Well, but that's okay. See, that's a new joy. And that's how well, okay, I'm gonna finish this other statement
Yeah,
that I'm
finish your thought. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. That you he wants you to be honest in your heart.
Yeah.
Whether that's praising him or whether that's like or whether it's just an entire season of just like lamenting to him, which is why Lamentations is there. Like it's a whole
Hmm.
book of I've
I
heard.
just learned that in the past like couple months. I was
Mhm. Mhm.
like, it's basically Broski sitting there like, bro, this sucks. That's it.
Yes. Being very honest
That's
and
it.
a lot of Psalms. David is like,
Hmm.
I messed up. And like I know I messed up and I'm sorry, but like you really gonna turn your back? Like, wait a minute. You gonna let my enemy, Lord, don't let them come for me. What are you doing? I said I'm
Yo,
sorry.
yo, hey, it's your boy. What happened?
Right. I mean, I know I slipped up. I'm sorry, repent, but for real, I do a couple of dumb
Dang,
things, and it's like that, you
you
know,
gonna do me dirty like that?
right?
Dang,
I thought we was better than that. So
I thought we was better than that.
ain't
Sorry. Continue.
so I know the Lord be like, whoo, my kids.
Girl.
Mm, mm. Um, but anywho, but it's true. It's a lot of that is like you were saying before. He just was trying to give Adam the opportunity to be
Yeah.
honest with him and to not blame other things, other people, environment, but just simply say, well, I made this decision because honestly, I did want to eat the fruit. I
Hmm.
just didn't because you told me not to. But the moment I had an opportunity to do it, I did it. And, I'm sure, I mean, of course, Adam, it's not like he knew all this was going to happen. But
Mm-mm.
in the human nature is to be like, well, it was her that did it.
They did it. They did it
Right.
too.
They did it. Exactly.
I'm not
But
talking about. I'm talking about you, G. Like what?
so that's true. Yes. Because I always
Yeah.
say, like, hey, God is looking at them and he sees them, but he's watching me. And it helps you to understand how your heart posture should be towards him
Yeah.
and towards his children. Um, Now the second thing I wanted to say, because you hit on a lot of great things, but even just your children coming in, look at that. God is working. You got to be able to see God in everything because it helps you like be like, man, God, you are truly omniscient and omnipresent.
Okay. Well,
You
tell me.
decided. So, okay, simple. Let's take what just happened.
Mm-mm.
We're recording, we're here with our people, with our community. Your kids come busting in. Usually, you'd be like, get out or whatever. But you're just like, all right, let me just go ahead, let them come on, let me embrace them real quick, give them some love, and they be good.
Mm-hmm.
How about God do the same thing with us? I'm going to go ahead. I'm open up. I know you need me to embrace you. I know you need me to comfort you. I know you're not gonna like this conviction. I know you're not gonna like this wilderness. But guess what? I'm right here with you. And as soon as you feel my presence, you good.
Mm-hmm. But you got to be open and willing to come into that, to lean into it.
That part. Because guess what? It's always an emoji pop up with you. I don't understand this.
I don't even know how to do.
I think iPhones just always like
But when I actually do a thumbs up, I don't do. For those who can't see us, if you got an iPhone, please tell me, put me up on game. Like, what do you do to had a little emojis to pop up? Like, I just had a thumbs up pop up, and I'm just like, I wasn't doing nothing with my hands. What is that?
right.
No,
I've
no, I
seen people.
wasn't.
I've seen like actual like people that's in politics like try to give like a live stream and they're like, all right, okay, there's a thumbs up thing happening. Like really,
Like, bro, I don't know. Okay, it is what it
iOS,
is.
get it together. But no, but it was a
Excuse me.
good timing. And like even I guess look, we got to wrap up our think piece, but even with the kids coming in. Like you
Mhm.
said, they couldn't even get they well, like we saw, they couldn't even get an embrace from you or a hey mommy. They can't do that unless they come in. So it's just like you said. But you, the Lord says, but you, I'm a gentleman. I'm not gonna push the door open. I'm knocking, but you gotta let me in.
Mhm.
And then you have to come into me. You have to be
Mhm.
honest with me. You have to tell me what you're dealing with. And yes, he knows, but I think people don't understand, or maybe sometimes we don't understand. Not people, not like we're different, but or like outside of them. But sometimes I think what we struggle with is it's not that he needs us to tell him just for the sake of telling him. It's
Mhm.
because here's how we get the conversation going on the
Mhm.
process to get through it.
Yeah.
You got to talk with me, not to me, with me, and then leave space for me to speak back.
Mhm. And you
You
can't
know?
get it if you all if you're surrounded with all this noise.
Yeah,
Go to you have to be in a quiet space. Like you have to be.
you
Like
absolutely
at
have
least to
to be.
start out. Not saying that he won't talk to you in different ways in different environments, but to at least start out, you have to have that quiet time to really understand and recognize, okay, so this is the voice of God that I'm hearing. Like I could be in the
Yes.
midst of praise service and I hear something and it's just like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. And it's like, cause I have friends that are like that. I have not made it there yet, but I have friends like that. We're in the midst of praise and worship, and they'll stop and it's like, wait, let me go talk to this person, or let me go pray for this person. So,
Yeah.
but I can tell you for sure. I know they spend time in their quiet space, in their closet, in their prayer room, or whatever it is that they call it, and they have built that rapport with God, and they understand like, okay, that's pops. That's who I'm hearing. Like I know for sure, and so
Exactly. He
that
knows
go.
the sheep will know that they know their shepherd's voice. That
Mhm.
you have to
Mhm.
spend time with them. And
Yeah.
that actually, yeah, and I love when people are like when you can see them soaking in the Lord, because that's what we all have
Mhm.
to do. And because he gave us all gifts that we have, where we can connect with people or connect with Him, and to spread the gospel in various ways. Um,
Yeah.
so one thing that I wanted to lead to, let's see. Yes, here we go. So I know we was talking about crawling out of depression.
Mhm.
So um as we're talking about that and even just describing some of our experiences with it, to me I feel like and it's also connecting to the Adam example that you gave. He had to be willing to come to his dad. He had to be
Mhm.
willing to be honest. Your kids had to be willing to come in to the home to get come into your space and get their hug, right?
You're right.
Um and crawling out of depression means you're actually crawling towards him. So it's this is funny. Wait a minute. The kids just stopped by again. For our audio people. They just stopped in again real quick. But
Lord.
anywho. But yeah, like when you're crawling out of depression, you crawling away from darkness, crawling into the light. But the thing is, the light never left the room. It's just that the darkness feels like it's consumed you. And
Yeah.
I can say that for definitely speaking from experience. Like Alesia said, been dealing with depression in and out for years, since
Mhm.
teenager, really.
Mhm. Yeah.
And yes, it did
Sure.
get to ideations and attempts,
Mhm.
back then. But then I think I spoke on it before, but like, God gave me a
You touched
covenant.
on it a little bit.
Yeah. And basically we had this covenant that was like, hey, listen, you don't go there, anymore. Um, yeah, you don't go there and or don't try to take the gift of life that I gave and um and then I'll give you joy that will allow you to walk through any stage in life. So that was my covenant with him. And I was very grateful that he gave me that. However, it doesn't stop the attacks. because the reality of it is the closer you get to the Lord, and the more that you really allow him to be Lord over your life. Like you switch up your ways, you repent, and not even just on a like, oh, I'm gonna turn away from sin, but like, oh Lord, I love being in your presence. And like, yeah, then
Mm.
the enemy is definitely trying to get you to come on back to the other side. So basically what I would say is I was taught that, well, there are levels to this thing. And you haven't met this type of attack yet, because
Mm-mm.
I would say that, and I think a lot of us have been feeling that, even especially with the economy and everything happening. I know I say
Yeah,
that a lot.
true.
A Job season where it's one
Mm.
thing after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. And
Mm.
so the first thing you think is, what did I do? Okay, Lord, I'm so sorry. I was disobedient. And that is true for me. There was a lot of things I was disobedient in. But
Mhm.
then let me tell you, it's for me, it started happening to a point where I was like, okay, like God had to take the rug, and Alesia knows, kind of rip the rug away from me to
Mhm.
show me, number one, like your faith. I'm giving you endurance to build the faith, but
Mhm.
also, and I'm not saying that I'm Job, not comparing, but
Right.
I was like, but I wonder if maybe this was a offering up. Like, well, have you considered my servant Dee Dee? Because she loves
Mm.
me no matter what. But don't lay a hand on her.
Mm.
And what's crazy is everything was happening to me, even things happening like in my home and things in my body, but I was still able to get up and breathe and do stuff. And so it's like, and I don't know. I don't think it was necessarily an offering up, but what I am saying is sometimes when you're going through depression or an attack of any suppression, whatever, a lot of times there are things that we do have to deal with. But
Yeah.
sometimes God, you can find solace in knowing that He loves you so much that He knows that you won't denounce Him no matter what. Um, you know, and so what was you thinking? What was you thinking?
I was gonna let you finish your thought. Go ahead.
Okay. So like he won't but that let me say this. That is what he expects of you. But Job still had to go through it because it's like, but I still need to make sure that you're gonna actually do that.
Yeah.
And like I had to be willing to walk through things and like we all do, so that the Lord can make sure that, okay, I need you to have that kind of I need you to put all your weakness unto me. So, real
Mhm.
quick, 2 Corinthians 10:5, in case you need some Bible to go with that. We destroy arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. So, what that means is every single time I am going through. It's been a hard day at work, this, that, and the third, or oh, I'm in the thick of it, oh, the darkness is overcoming. Take
Mhm.
it to Him. Captivate
Mhm.
the thought. I'm stupid. I'm this. No, Lord, you said I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. You said I'm of a royal priesthood. Give His word back to Him, like we've been taught in different sermons and things of that nature. But you captivate it, you give it to Him in your honesty. That's what He expected
Mhm.
from Job. That's what He expected from Adam, David, everybody else in the Bible, and you
Mhm.
too, and me too. Be honest and bring it to Him.
I think that it's, and I don't remember if we talked about this or if I mentioned this in a episode we had to scrap or not, but the the idea of captive taking that thought captive, the thought
Mhm.
of depression, the thought of whatever negative thing, um it's more so of taking that thought and not saying, oh, I ban it in the name of Jesus, I ban it in the name of Jesus. And that's honestly, that was my understanding coming up. That was my understanding. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna cast you to God, like, no. And it's like, I don't as a grown person now, I'm seeing it and I'm just like, no, taking it captive. I'm a big true crime person. I love true crime shows and documentaries. And It's taken captive. They take they find the culprit. The culprit does something wrong. They find the culprit and they take him into custody. They take him
Mm,
a captive. They sit them that person in a little investigation room, and they like, what happened? What did you do? Grilling him. That's like just da 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 da,
my,
and they end up going to jail. So in my, if they did it, of course. And so in my head, taking that thought captive is like, wait, hold on. Let me, we gonna hold on. Who sent you? Like who? Hold
come
on.
on.
Who sent you? Why are you here? I'm supposed to be in a good space. Why are you here? How long? How did you get in here? What was I reading? What was I thinking? What was, oh, excuse me, what was I reading? What, who was I around? Who was I talking to? What was I
What decisions have
listen?
I made that might have went against what he told me to
Right, that let that creep that window up just a little bit to let you in here.
do?
Um, and once you find that, yeah, then it's okay. Lord, here, take this. No, take it. Send him to jail. Put him under the jail.
Ah, that's
So
so good.
that's how I see it, like as far as like, oh, you taking your taking those thoughts captive. It's not enough to be like, oh, I bind you in the name of Jesus, I bind you. It's That's not enough. It's not enough, because that
Come on.
same whatever, it's gonna come back in. It's like, hey
Yep.
girl, I'm back. Because you don't know how they got in the first place. So how, if you don't know the root of it, how are you going to be able to
Ooh,
exterminate it, or how are you going to be able to fight it off if you don't even know where it came
ooh,
from? Does that make
especially if
sense?
it's something, it makes so much sense. That is so good. And
Yeah.
and actually tap on that real quick, and I know we're gonna wrap it up. Is and sometimes like sometimes it's something in you that needs to be extracted. So like you
Mhm.
said, if you don't even know the source, because
Yep.
sometimes like after you've surveyed it, and it's like, okay, well, maybe it's not something outside, maybe it's something in the inside, whatever that might have been. Might not have been necessarily you, but something you experienced that had an effect on you.
Mhm.
But the Lord is like, this thing, I know it hurts, but I'm
Mhm.
here and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I gotta extract it from you.
I'm gonna say what you, because you mentioned it earlier and then you turned around and went to Second Corinthians. Second Corinthians 12:9.
Mm,
But I'm going to the NIV because I'm not grown yet. Um, but
King
it's right. But it says, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power, Christ's power may rest on me. And I think that was either Saul,
That was definitely Paul.
Paul, after he got recognized as Saul. I mean, after he got changed from Saul, right? Yeah.
Hmm. And yeah,
So,
because he talks about the thorn in his side, and he begged God to take it out 3 times, and he said, "My grace is
nah.
sufficient." But the
Mm-hmm.
thorn is to keep him humble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you can't say, like, no, let me go back. You, even in the midst of, for the sake of the topic, even in
Mhm.
the midst of your depression, your anxiety, you say, okay, my God, I don't know what's about to happen. Like, I'm in the pits of it. I'm at the bottom. I don't know. At least you feel at the bottom. And it's like, well, no. Okay. I'm like, Lord, help me. It's like, mm, nah, you all right. Relax. Chill out. I got you. Lord, help. Jesus. Mm, mm, mm.
Because he's teaching you about rest.
Yeah.
Rest in me. That's
Mhm.
and arresting the thought allows you to rest in me. Oh,
Clock it. Wait, what did they do? Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. Yeah, that's something that
when
I'm just
like
like, that's
the song "Stand." As an adult, you listen to it. That's what he's saying. You with Donnie McClurkin. What do you do When you done all you
Oh,
can.
oh.
You
After
do
you
nothing.
done all you can, you gotta stand in it. That you gotta get
Mm,
up and stand in
yeah,
there. He didn't say fight. He didn't say do nothing. My grace is sufficient. Relax, chill out. I got
chill
this.
out.
Relax. I got this. And it's like, okay.
I am the I am. I know I think it's in Psalms, but be still and know that I am God. I might be wrong.
And
But
know
yes,
that I am
yes.
God.
That's why it's important to like low key like know a lot of the hymns because they come from the Bible. But
Oh yeah, for sure,
it's oh that's so invigorating. That's so true though. Yep.
girl.
Just rest in him. And that's a
Woo.
difficult thing to do. But resting, a practicality for resting is learn and surrender. The little
Yeah.
things. This is how you crawl out of it.
Yep.
Lord, I surrender. I surrender what I'm gonna eat today. I surrender
Mm-hmm.
that. And so you have some people that's gonna be like, it is not saying that you just don't do anything.
Right.
Because like we said, faith without works is dead. And it's not saying that you just sit there and do nothing, but sometimes you don't. Because sometimes it's like, like if your mama trying to or your dad trying to clean up and you like, can I help? No, they don't need your help.
You have to wait.
Get
Sit
out the
down.
way, you're making it worse. Now it's gonna take us longer.
That's
So
real life.
sometimes
That's real life. Can I help?
that's real
No.
life.
No.
Exactly. No. So sometimes all I need you to do, and it's like, because sometimes the action is just hold tight,
Mm-hmm.
hold
Hang
tight,
on.
hold the line, just trust. Like my mom always says, just trust. That's the only work you got to do.
Yep.
It ain't
Yep.
it ain't all the steps, y'all, but it's some of them. We just
It's a
want to
good
make sure.
start. It's a good start. Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Can
this
I
was so
get
good, child. I feel like we could have went forever.
yes. Oh yeah, 42 minutes. Yeah. I think this is a good stopping point. Yeah. If y'all want some more conversations like this, I think y'all should let us know. Whether it be
Please.
email. Oh yeah, I forgot about the email. Yeah. Grace and
Yeah.
Giggles the podcast at gmail.com. Grace and Giggle the podcast. Grace and Giggles the podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Y'all can
Mm-hmm.
DM us.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can comment and different things like
Mm-hmm.
that. We're on Spotify, iTunes,
Uh-huh.
Apple Podcast, whatever it's called, the iPhone users.
Mm-hmm.
That iHeart,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Amazon
YouTube,
Music.
who?
Amazon
Amazon
Music.
Music, yes.
Yep.
Um, nope, YouTube on the for the visuals and for YouTube podcast for just the audio. We drop episodes the audio on Tuesdays and then
Mhm.
we drop the visuals on Thursdays
That's right.
for those who want to see our pretty faces. But we always are dropping, well, we try to drop stuff on our social medias as much as we can.
Yes.
But yes.
And also look out for other things we'll be adding. Lives, because we love to like
Oh yeah,
connect
for
with
sure.
y'all. We'll be hitting up lives. And yes, please, 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 like Alicia was saying, comment because we could talk about some things, but honestly, we also want to know what like some things that y'all may want to know. Because
Yeah.
again, y'all are helping us and we're having community and conversation authentically with the Lord. And
Hmm.
yeah, all I would say is just like, yeah, y'all, ultimately whatever you do, if you are in just it, again, just even just trying to get through the day to day,
Yeah.
the two important things, if you don't take nothing else from this, is lean on the Lord, lean in the Lord, trust Him, and do not allow anyone or anything, including yourself, to tell yourself to give up. On the
Yeah.
other side is better. But
Hmm.
sometimes just getting through it is the testimony.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's where you get your muscles.
You shut up.
That's where you get your muscles. You gotta pump some iron before you get over here. You ain't just gonna show up strong. You gotta get some muscles. Hmm.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, oh, this was so good. It's so invigorating. Well, we love y'all. We will be back at you. Back at you. What was it? Two and two. Right back at you. Um,
What?
Listen, if you was not born in the 80s and didn't grow up in the 90s, you don't get the reference. It's not for you.
I
Sorry,
don't
but
get
we
the
love
reference,
you.
and I'm a little older than you are.
You might have been a little sheltered.
I don't
That would
remember,
be,
girl.
I forget, wait, what was it? To right back at Chuck Norris. Not Chuck Norris. Geez, not Chuck Norris. Love
Girl, let's go
Connection.
ahead and wrap this up because I'm have to hurt somebody out here.
Oh, okay, well, blessings be to them. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.